Hey, everybody. I hope that you are having a fantastic Tuesday. And I wanted to jump in today to talk about the last podcast episode, 3 mindset shifts for more abundance in your life and business. And I also want to invite you into our free Live Your Life Purpose challenge that's happening next week. So if you're here, I'd love to know if you're here. And if you're watching the replay, you can just put in the comments, #replay. So, abundance, like what the heck is it? Well, abundance is this place where we feel fulfillment, we feel joy, we feel kind of like that on top of the world feeling. And for each person, it's different. Each person's abundance and what triggers that abundant feeling is going to be different. Largely, though, it's about finding that inspiration, helping others, making an impact, feeling provided for and supported spiritually and financially. So, in abundance, we have financial abundance, we also have spiritual abundance. And when you mix them together, they make this beautiful, let's say, marriage of that abundant life and feeling. But I don't feel that you can really live an abundant life if you're not living in purpose. And for me, if you are spending more hours of the day not living in purpose, then I just wouldn't consider that feeling abundant. So the more that you're spending with joy, with that heart-centeredness, with happiness, the more things you're going to attract, the more things you're going to manifest. And it's truly when I am out on a walk or having fun and laughing with friends or my spouse or family, that is when I attract those opportunities, because it's important to look at what's in your vibration. And what's in your vibration is going to either one, attract, or two, repel. So you've all seen the teenagers out there who get a little bit like, leave me alone. That's definitely repelling people. And then when we are in this place of just openness and happiness, we attract. Now, we can look at this with our vibration, and I'm going to talk about that over next week inside of my Live Your Purpose Challenge. And I hope that you join us there. And if you haven't signed up, you can go to messengerspirit.com/challenge, where we're going to spend 5 days. I'm going to give you the recipe that I have to living your purpose joyfully and abundantly. It involves intuition, spirit guides, it involves removing blocks and knowing your life purpose archetype. So that's going to happen next week. But if you haven't listened to the podcast episode this week, I'd invite you to. And I'll just briefly kind of go over some of the outline of what I was really getting into. I go a lot deeper in that episode. And one of the things is time off. We live in a world where we feel like we have to do, go, be, like be all the things. And we are taught that sometimes in society, most of us, where it's like you have to be doing the things. And when our energy is always in action, we are going to eventually burn out. We are going to expend more energy than we're receiving. And we put ourselves in a vibrational place where we don't have that attraction energy, or we're not truly receiving. So time off is important. I actually just took a week off last week and I unplugged and I said, I'm only going to have fun. And I'm telling you, I did it really well. It was, you know what? This is my space and my time, and I'm just going to relax and I'm going to nurture myself. And I know that when I do that, I'm in a better place to serve other people, to make an impact, to live in my purpose. So it's just like a car, right? If you never put gas in the tank, it's eventually going to stall. If you don't take it to get the maintenance, it's eventually going to wear out. So it's important that we see our time off as valuable too. And when we do that, that's an abundant shift. Sometimes we think, oh, I can't do that, or I can't invest in this, whether it's money or whether it's your time. And when you really start to make that a priority and start shifting your priorities into this abundant place, you'll see your life shift too. Now, another tip I have too is really claim the abundant person that you are. I'm going to talk about this more deeply next week, but we kind of use excuses sometimes. And it's just a pattern that happens where it's like, I can't afford that, or I can't do that, or I don't have time to do this, or we just kind of shove things off by saying our immediate response. And we also sometimes won't think of ourselves as a person who does XYZ because we've never done it before. So we're going to be talking about embracing this new abundant self. That person is right there inside of you now, but it's important to embrace it, to bring it out. So we'll talk about that next week inside the challenge too. And I do want to let you know that you've got to be open in the way that the universe gives you abundance. Sometimes we think it has to come in a certain way. Like, I want it to come in a certain way, or I had a goal for this launch, or a goal for this offer, or monthly revenue, or whatever it is. And you think it has to come in through this one offer, or it has to come in through your business, versus it can come in through somebody gifting you a trip, or perhaps a massage, or maybe someone in your family sends you money for a birthday or something like that. So understanding that the universe is always conspiring in your favor and working to give you the abundance. It's just sometimes we get too narrowly focused on one road and it can come in a different way. I know I had a student tell me not too long ago that she was thinking it needed to come in this one way, but it came in more from her personal life where it was unexpected. So really expect the unexpected and embrace it. That's one thing my mentor always told me. Expect the unexpected. And when you do that, you're never surprised, but you're delighted, right? So it's like, I can be delighted. Now I say that, and I think it's important to always feel like, oh, yay. But it is also important to think of course, I'm surprised and delighted. The universe is always giving me opportunities. My spirit guides are always giving me opportunities. So when we start to shift that mindset of course this happened to me because I'm abundant and I receive, things start to make that shift and change. So we're going to be talking more about that next week. And I hope that you join us over inside of our challenge. messengerspirits.com/challenge. See you there, hopefully. All right. I will pop back in later this week, but for now, here's to staying spiritual, ambitious, and abundant.